Okay.
Hi, everybody, and welcome. Can you hear me? I know some of you have come from far away, had a 3-hour ride, or you left from Los Angeles, or something like that. I want to welcome all of you here, all the grads and their families and friends. And before we get started, I have a few thank yous in order. So, my faculty first. Rick Gilbert, you want to stand up? Rick teaches clinical chemistry for us in the fall. And Terry, who's sitting right behind him, Terry O'Day, teaches transfusion theory. And then Elaine Bryant, who teaches micro for us in the spring. And Mara, who does a guest lecture in hematology for us. And thank you to Charlene, of course. Charlene Washington, who is the program coordinator. She does everything but, everything. She does everything. She has a spreadsheet for everything. And the students know that, don't they? Yeah, for all their documents. So they're all saved to Charlene. Anyway, I want to thank you again, all of you, for coming. I know that this is a year that's really hard on students, and so it is wonderful for them to have their family and friends behind them as they go through this year. You may not know, but it's sort of like working full-time and going to school full-time at the same time. Would you agree, students? Yes. But they do live to tell about it. That's the good thing. So those of you who are here, who are halfway through the program, you know that you're going to make it. Anybody here who's halfway through the program? I'm sure there are some of you. Yeah. So see, 6 months from now, you'll be the grad. And you do make it out alive. And even better, you have a job when you get out. Yeah, how many programs can say that, right? Okay, so we have a 10-year history now of graduates, and we have a nearly 100% pass rate. Out of all our 300 and something students, only one has not passed the board exam. So that's a wonderful record. So I know that's the next thing the grads are worried about now that graduation day is here and their training is officially over. Is now I got to pass that pesky board exam. But you're all very well prepared. Even though you might be pretty nervous about it and think you're going to forget everything, you won't. I guarantee it. So I watch you all here, and I know that you're all going to pass the exam. Every week, I get 3 or 4 emails from headhunters, from hospitals, from different laboratories looking for people like you. They want to know when the next crop is coming out. They're that desperado. So this is a good time to be graduating. You're going to have a lot of choices. And some of you, of course, already have jobs all lined up. So good for you. Let's see. The work we do is really behind the scenes in the laboratory, but nonetheless, it's very important work. And, doctors make critical decisions based on our work and our test results. And I'm sure the students have, come to know this during their time in the program and know that it is very important work, and we're all very proud of you that you've come to think back to when you started and what you knew about laboratory, clinical laboratory. Think back on that day if you can remember that far back. I know it's a whole year ago. And think how much you've learned this year. And you'll know, Diana has said this, that it's a year of tremendous growth for students. You watch, when you're an ed coordinator, you watch them their first day in the lab all the way through, and you can see the transformation that takes place. And so we're all very proud of you, and we want to thank, too, our ed coordinators who help us out in the field. So we do the didactic training at school, but they're 4 days a week in their respective laboratories. So if you're an education coordinator out in the laboratory, please stand up. This program would be nowhere if we didn't have people out in our clinical affiliates willing to be in charge of the students and do all the work that it takes to get them through the laboratory. So we thank you very much for your participation. I think that's it. I think that's all I want to say, except that we do know that in this program, our students go very far during the year that they're trained, and they will go even further once they start in their new jobs and wherever they may be. It could be in a big medical center like UCSF or Stanford, big hospital, little hospital. Specialty labs that do things like bone marrow transplant and organ transplantation and special coagulation testing for people who need that. So there are all kinds of places where people end up. Public health. So this is just the beginning of your career. You're going to go far. You're going to be supervisors in a few years because the silver tsunami of retirement is upon us. The average age of CLS in the laboratory is now about 60. And that is reflected in all the labs where we trained as well as other places that you might go. So all across the nation, that's the way it is. So in my day, you had to work for probably at least 10 years before you were supervisor material. But we have grads out there now who are supervisors in blood banks and hematology and micro. So we know you can do it, and we know that you're going to make it wherever you go. So I'm very proud of you, and you should be proud too, and you remember that when you're taking your board exam. Okay. All right, so I'm going to call you up one by one and let you say a few words to your family. So first up is Maria Alaferis.
Hi everyone. I'd like to thank all the families and everybody that are here right now, and especially my family, my boyfriend, for supporting me throughout the whole year. It's been really fast.
Thank you everyone for coming. I'd like to thank family, friends, my girlfriend Ann, who's sitting right here, Diane and Roxanne, our education coordinators, all the trainers and techs at Santa Clara Valley Medical Center, and our instructors, Rick, Terry, Elaine, and also Mara, and also Dr. Camprath for holding weekly lectures. And I'd like to thank myself for being done.
Tom Event Desai from Kaiser Santa Clara.
Hi, I'm really excited today that I'm graduating from this program. First of all, I would like to say thanks to Mara and of course to help me throughout this program, and without their help I wouldn't be here. And I would like to say thanks to help us in for everything. I cannot just mention one thing. And I would like to say thanks to all my professors and the Kaiser staff especially, and all my friends who supported me all the time. And without their help, I wouldn't be here, definitely. With the program, I would like to say that it worked out really well for me because it was going really well with the the lectures and the rotations. So I would like to say thanks to arrange such a nice thing for me, to Mara, of course. And especially I would like to say thanks to my husband who supported me throughout the whole life, I would say. And my mother-in-law who came here from India to support me to help take care of my son. And special love and thanks to my son. When I was coming back from job and coming back from college, and just seeing his smile was just relieving my stress. So I would like to say special thanks to my son Krish. Thank you.
Kelly Cheadle from Kaiser San Jose.
Hello everyone. I just want to say thank you to Shalene and the teaching faculty, Rick, Terry and Mara, and my friends, my family who are always there to support me. Thank you.
Alejandro Farias. I love saying Alejandro.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you for coming. First, I would like to give great thanks to Suzanne and Charlene for the opportunity to be part of the San Jose State University 2015 graduating CLS class. Thank you for your support and encouragement in our journey to becoming successful CLS students. I would like to also give special thanks to my family, my wife, my in-laws, my kids, my father, my brother, and my sister-in-law and their family, for all their love and encouragement and sacrifices. I couldn't have made it this far without your support. Big thanks to I'd like to give big thanks as well to everyone at Valley Medical Center for their knowledge and support, including Diana, Roxanne, Dr. Gilbert, Thomas, and all our trainers and supervisors. And also to our instructors, Elaine, Dr. Gilbert, Mara, and Terry. And also, I'd like to give thanks to our junior class for being great friends and support. Also, just lastly, want to congratulate our class and wish you luck on the boards.
Vivian Funkelstein from Dignity Health in Sacramento.
So I wanted to thank Charlene and Suzanne for giving me the opportunity to do the training program, especially because I'm French and my education might be a little unusual, so I'm very grateful for that. Thanks a lot. And thank you for Dignity House for accepting trainees, everybody at Dignity House for training us. Thank you Maya and Gloria, the two of the students, and we supported each other, and we have studied, and when you're tired, and so that was very nice. And thank you for my mother-in-law to have made it from LA, and a big thanks to my husband who learned to cook during this year because I had no time to do it, and taking cooking classes, and I'm on a gluten-free diet, so I also had to learn that, doing the dishes and the grocery shopping, and it's been like a very wonderful and supportive husband. Thank you.
Christopher Haugen from Kaiser, South Sacramento.
So first, I'd like to congratulate all my classmates for making it. Feels like this year took forever, and yet it raced by at the same time. I'm sure all the graduates can attest for how difficult it's been, and all the family, I'm sure you see how much we studied. Through all the tests and endless hours studying for our weekly quizzes or rotation exams, I think that all of us can say that we've learned something about ourselves. Being here today shows resilience and determination that not many people have. In 2011, I changed my path to that of clinical lab science. It was my sister, Melissa, who introduced me to the field. Initially, I wanted to be an orthodontist until I externed for a dentist's office, and I absolutely hated it. So then I knew that I always wanted to help people, and I knew that I wanted to be in the medical field. So it was Melissa that really introduced me to it. She told me about CLS, so I did research, and it sounded like something I would enjoy. It was really after I took microbiology that I fell in love with the field and the profession, and the rest is history. So there are times that I question whether or not I had what it takes to complete the training. But I'm fortunate enough to have had great support from my family and friends. So I'd like to thank a few of them. Thank you to my friends and family who understood that I couldn't do a lot this past year because I was studying, not because I didn't like it. Thank you to my girlfriend's, Francis's family for being supportive and letting me stay here every time that I had to come to San Jose. Thank you to all the staff at Kaiser South Sacramento and Kaiser Regional Lab for allowing me to practice and learn, and also not getting mad when I messed up the QC. The faculty at San Jose State, as well as Sacramento State, for giving me the knowledge and tools to become a CLS. Charlene and Sue for selecting me to be a candidate for the program and keeping on my case to get all my documents submitted on time. The previous CLS students who have given me advice for getting through the year, as well as passing the board exam. Thank you, Sue Traub, for ensuring that I was getting everything done through the year. Natalie Fenner for all the difficult weekly quizzes that I had, and not being too upset even though I missed them every week. Romy for training me for the past year, and putting up with me even on the days that I wasn't there mentally. And everything else that you three have done, including believing in me to be your student. And finally, thank you, Francis, my girlfriend. You've sacrificed more than anyone for me this year, whether it's giving me space to study or understanding why I wasn't able to go on some of the trips. I love you, and I'll make it up to you once I have a job. In conclusion, I want to wish all the graduates good luck on the licensing exam. I believe that this year has prepared us more than enough to pass the board. So enjoy the feeling that you have today, because we'll never know as much as we know. Thank you.
Kathy Lane from Stanford.
I would like to first thank Sue and Charlene for accepting me into the program. You guys have really changed my life. I'd like to thank my instructors for teaching me an abundant amount of information. And I'd like to thank my family for always encouraging me, even when I even when I doubted myself. And I wanted to thank all the students, my seniors and my juniors. You guys were a great support group, and for, it's just great that we understand each other so well. And I would like to thank Jason for dealing with my craziness. Thank you.
Red Lake from Kaiser San Jose.
First of all, I would like to thank Sue, Charlene, and Dante Kaiser for giving me the opportunity to train at the CLS. It has been an incredible year, and I would like to thank all the instructors for teaching us. I learned so much more than I thought I could. I've met new friends, so thank you for the class, the teacher, and the new students. I've had a chance to work with a wonderful staff that was always encouraging and treated me as one of their own. I would like to thank my family who couldn't attend today, and I'm really excited to finally get to go visit them in Texas this week or next week. And to all my friends who are by my side today, and especially to my boyfriend that's been very supportive when I need him and gave me the space that I needed to finish the program. Last but not least, congrats to all the grads. Best of luck on your very last exam and to your future at the CLS.
Gloria Nernberger from Dignity Health, Sacramento.
Hi. I just want to say special thanks to Charlene and Suzanne for assisting to the program. I found out about CLS after I had graduated from my bachelor's degree, and I feel so blessed and privileged to have found out about the career. I remember the first day I volunteered in a clinical lab, I just realized this is exactly what I was looking for in a career, something that combined my love for taking care of people and also my love for being in the lab and love for science and learning. And so it has been a great experience this past year. Special thanks to Dignity Health for offering the program in Sacramento. There's 5 hospitals that we had to rotate through, and so it was a very amazing experience just working with different trainers throughout the Sacramento area. And special thanks for Cindy Wong, who actually came up from Stockton, and she was a great mentor to our last students. Also, thank you to Sharon Arasi for being our education coordinator, and congrats to our class, and special thanks to my 2 classmates. I couldn't have done it without them, Lydia and Maria, and to my family, and also to my friends. So congrats, class of 2015.
Maritza Pia Parcasio.
So it's been a long and rewarding year, and that wouldn't be possible without so many people. First, I would like to thank Sue and Charlene for seeing something in my application and allowing me to get here. Without them, I would have never gone this far. To the instructors, Elaine, Mara, Terry, Dr. Gilbert, Dr. Camfrath from BMC. Thank you so much for all the Monday lectures. It really prepared me for the boards next week. To my trainers from Santa Clara Valley Med, thank you for giving me the opportunity and actually also giving me the great hands-on experience there. To my seniors and to my juniors, thanks for being so awesome this year. You guys are a great support system. I wouldn't have gotten this far without you guys either. I want to especially thank Diana and Roxanne. You guys were so supportive and such a great duo this whole year. You guys took such great care of me, allowing me to train at your facility. You gave me the opportunity to experience new things even on the floors. And you make this year not only memorable for training, but also giving us other things to do to learn what's outside of the lab. I want to thank my family and my friends for being so great this year and taking care of me and being a great support system. You guys were always a phone call away when I had my emotional roller coasters throughout the year. To my amazing boyfriend, Alan, thank you so much for taking care of me this year, for cooking when I came home from work, for always staying up late when I had to study, and always believing in me when I did. My graduating class, congrats, we made it, thank God.
Daniel Romero from Stanford.
I would like to take this opportunity to thank all the friends and family and trainers who are here today to help us recognize our achievements. I chose to work in the clinical lab, so I wouldn't have to do much public speaking. So that being said, I'm going to keep this short and sweet. The program was challenging. I learned a great deal about clinical sciences. I also learned a lot about myself and how I can be resilient and persevere through adversity. The trainers and instructors in the program are passionate about their field of study and dedicated to preparing us for our boards coming up. There were times in the program where I was overwhelmed, but the support of my friends and family helped me to carry through. And for this, I am truly grateful. I've made many friends during the last year, and I'd like to congratulate them and wish them all the best in their future endeavors. Thank you.
Gabriel Ruiz from Oroville.
I guess I want to begin by saying thanks to all my family members that were able to make it today. My mom and dad for believing in me. Stephanie for always supporting me the whole year. I want to say thanks to the whole faculty, the South State faculty. You guys did an amazing job. Your lectures were just good. And I definitely want to give thanks to the staff at the Oval Hospital for their patience, their terrific training, and throughout the whole year, the lab just transferred from a group of employees to just one big family. I had a lot of fun, and congratulations to all of you guys. All right, thank you.
Okay, last but not least, Melissa Samaretta.
I would like to first thank my family for supporting me in pursuing my education and career. You have been there for me through the good and bad times. I appreciate all that you have done for me. Next, I would like to thank my classmates. You have been there for me and made me smile and laugh every single day. Alex, you have such a big heart, and Wally, you're very curious and want to get to know people. Marisa, you were the first person I became close friends with after moving from Elk Grove. Danny, you're so well-rounded, from being smart, volunteering, speaking a different language, and making everyone laugh. Kevin, I can tell you work hard in your rotations in school. Susan, you're always smiling and have a positive attitude. Julie, you're the most down-to-earth person I have ever met, and we always have fun when we hang out. I'm glad that you are also one of my close friends. Thank you to my trainers and instructors for being kind, helpful, and patient. Thank you, Dr. Gilbert and Thomas, for spending an hour per week for chemistry discussions, which were extremely helpful. To my education coordinators, Diana and Roxanne, thank you for accepting me into the training at Valley Med, and I'm so happy that you accepted more than one trainee per application cycle, because I would have never met such great classmates. I'm excited to start work in microbiology with my work buddies, Alex and Wally. I didn't forget about you, Marisa. I'll come visit you in hematology. Thank you, Diana and Roxanne, for your dedication to the program and your training. I am happy to have trained at Valley Med, and I'm happy to start working student and training students. I wanted to work at Valley Med from the start because of how involved trainers are with their students. So I'm glad I will be a part of it. Because of you, Diana and Roxanne, I found a new home and an extended family. Last but not least, thank you, Sue and Charlene, for accepting me into the San Jose CLS program. I had the privilege to work with such great education coordinators and trainers and to meet such wonderful classmates. Because of you, I am able to pursue my purpose in life of becoming a CLS and training student. Thank you.
So, out of our class of 17, these are the 14 who were able to come to graduation. We teach, all over the state, and so we have some people who are even further away, down in Santa Maria, in Hanford, and one person from up in Waterville who couldn't make it down. But anyway, these are our 14, and please, everyone stand up. Everyone else, please join me in congratulating our spring class 2015. So after a few pictures, I think we'll all go outside, and there's some refreshments out in the atrium there and outside, so the little kids can have fun running around. Oh yes, and it's also a nice place to take pictures out there on the stairs. Okay. Thank you, everybody.
Congratulations! Hi, Mr. and Mrs. Lee.
Congratulations! Congrats.
there's food there.
I know.
Go. I don't want to. Go. Oh.
You go.
My turn. Here you go over there. There. That's good. 1, 2, 3. You're not looking. Where are you looking?
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know.
okay. 1, 2, 3.
Estaba tapado. Sailor Moon. What? It's okay. The tuxedo mask is still my little Prince Charming. Hear that?
How old are you?
There?